All right, guys, welcome back. We're doing another stream here. Let me just tweet this out real quick to see if anybody wants to join, and then we'll have at it. All right. So let's see if we want to get a couple people in here. So good day to you. Nice. All right. So we got the sound working in the game. And so right now, what I'm doing is I'm going to test these rosters out because this is a set of rosters that came from someone in the community and it's obviously messed up, so don't worry about it. Yeah, this is Kleps mod. I don't know why I can't see. Let me take that off. Hold on a second. Let me open up this. All right. Oh, this is the wrong one. Let's see. Why isn't that working? Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get set up here. But yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're going to watch a game using his mod and see how it works. And my Steam Deck is not working for some weird reason. Am I legible? Let's see. Almost. So weird. Oops. All right. Let's see if that works. Okay, that's working. All right, so yeah, what's going on, NSFL? Welcome to the chat. We got some people creeping in here. 1 second. Okay, so this is going to be I'm testing again. So basically the same thing we were doing before, but this is going to be with a different roster. This is Kleps roster. If you guys are on Discord and know who he is, he took a roster from Squid and Gundar and he manipulated it and kind of refined it to be whatever his own was. So basically, we're doing more testing now. And I wanted to drop this roster in just to kind of see what that looks like in comparison to the default, because I may end up changing the default roster, just the ratings to match a different set of ratings if I think the gameplay is worth it. The one thing I added here for you guys that are going to be testing, I'm going to push a build out today for the beta team, is on the left there, you can see the offensive and defensive plays. I might just leave it on the whole time. It's just kind of annoying, but now I changed it to where it only shows up when you're not in the actual match, but I may put that back because it's flickering around a lot and I want you guys to be able to see it. So that's in there. So in the bottom left, you'll be able to see what each team is doing, but I'm not going to change it right this second because we're in the middle. So 4-3 flex bone. You can see the different plays and everything. And so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave it like this if it makes sense. But they wanted to see a quick display of what each team's picking. Obviously, you got to look at it quick in the beginning because of the starting lineups. It's taking priority there. But this roster is, so there's a few things going on here. One of the things I just added into the game, which I'll probably do a quick snapshot of if I can get a second, is when you create, like when the game creates draft players, or when they create what we call them practice squaddies, which are really only created when a player retires so you can backfill that position. Free agency, they just swap players, so you don't really create players. You're just moving players around during the season, during franchise mode. And when you're in the draft, we create players, and when you retire players, we create players. So what I changed from the community's feedback is, instead of hard coding the values, like the player skill, speed, agility, those type of ratings, instead of hard coding them to my own range. So like if I created a draft player, they might get a speed of, I don't know, 70 to 85, depending on the position. Instead of having that hard coded, what I'm doing now is I'm taking a look at the current roster that you have, and I'm taking the min and the max for each one of those 4 attributes. And I'm going to use those min and maxes to come up with the total. But as far as the way it's going to work though is the maximum. We won't take the max. So for instance, if you have like a 99 quarterback, we're not going to give you a 99 draft player. So it's going to take 10% off. So it'll be, the maximum will be, let's say, a 90 drafted player if you got a 99 guy in there. And that might be lower. Maybe we should do 15% off the max. I don't know what the total will be, but we're only taking off the max skill set for skill and strength. Agility and speed, that can be fast because rookies are fast, right? They can be fast. But for skill and strength, it's going to take 10% off. And I'm thinking it might need to be 15, but I'll let these guys do some testing. One thing that would be cool is to see the player's overall rating change. That way you can change the ratings and still match the original overall. Oh, you mean like in the editor? Like when you're editing a player inside the game? So the one thing I'm noticing, the reason why I wanted to stream is because whenever I do a test right now, I'm just streaming. But really what it is, I might look at that clip. If I can get that added in somehow nicely, if you can give me a screenshot, send me a screenshot if you want to try it with what you think it should, where you think it should go. Because do we even have the overall showing right now? I don't think so. I'm not sure. But I'll add it if I can, if it's easy. It's more graphical, like where do I put it in the UI? Because that's, to do the actual code would take me a minute. But what else? So this roster here, I'm only testing it just to kind of see what the differences are when it comes to the rushing. I know the sacks are stronger. The rushing should be better. The players run a little faster. The blocking is better because the offensive line is running faster. So I know the line movement, the players are faster. That's a given. But I know other players, like other guys in the Discord, they've made some rosters as well. But what I'm trying to find out is how good are these rosters? Because I would take a set of rosters. Oh, let's see if this works. This is the test to see if I fixed touchbacks. Okay, they are fixed. Good. Okay, so I think I fixed them. So now if I look at the actual stats, we should only have 2 touchbacks. Now I'm not sure if we had 2 touchbacks in another touchback in the game already. I can't tell because I started this. Actually, I guess I can look at the stream later to see if we've had another one, but I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Because if not, then that is it's still broken where you're getting 2 touchbacks each time. And that's why I'm streaming this too, because I want to record it, and I figured just why not stream it, and I can talk a little bit to you guys. I can kind of interact with you guys. We can have some conversations. All right, Klep, see what you can do. And I'll try to add it if I can. So I just saw Gundar posted some stats, and they look pretty good. Like, he's getting 295 yards passing, 187 yards rushing, 290 yards passing, 78 yards rushing, 317 passing, 54 rushing, 275 passing, 41 rushing. I'm not sure what kind of time he's using on these. But in the end, the idea would be because this is all kind of in preparation for consoles, if we can get a better roster with better stats, then we'll do it. You know, I'm not opposed to switching it up. The roster that I have was done with some intention. Like, there are groups of teams that are fit to a certain archetype. Like, there are power, like, run heavy teams. There are power, like, passing teams, like, you know, passing teams, running teams, defensive teams, special teams type of teams. There's like average teams. There's a different group of teams, and they kind of match up nicely with the base roster. But this is more about, what if we want to have a different roster for the consoles that can either come with the game? It's going to have to be the default, because I can't have 2 rosters. Like, I know View was asking me, one of the guys was asking me about, one of you guys probably on here. You guys are probably the only guys in here who care about this right now. But asking, why don't we just deliver the game with a few rosters? But the problem is that the code's not meant to keep those rosters safe, right? So when you want to default and reset your roster, I only have 1 default roster to go back to. So if I gave you 2 rosters and you deleted that second non-default roster on your own, then it's gone forever. So yeah, that was a nice punt. Did you guys see 2 touchbacks or just 1? Because I'm going to have to look back at the interception at the stream when it's over to see if there are 2. But let's keep an eye. So we know that We know right now that he's got, so he's got 2 touchbacks and 0 touchbacks. So we got that. I want to see if I fixed it. I know I fixed the 20-yard line issue where it wasn't going on the 20-yard line. Or at least that looks like it's fixed. But keep an eye on the defense and offense for formations too. So they're coming out with an I form. The defense is coming out with a 3-4 on this one. And just be mindful that even though the defense is picking from the personnel, they can also randomly pick their base defense on some of these checks. So if their base defense is a 3-4, then that you might just get that. I can tell you that these rosters have a lot of line pressure. Like the defense is really trying. Now this is a good attempt. I mean, if he kicks it trash, then that's his fault, right? But that yardage is not bad. That's just not a good kick. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry, I had to take that phone call. So what I can tell with these rosters, they definitely feel like the players are moving faster. It feels faster overall. So 46 against a pistol. Yeah, I'm not sure how strong the defense is. I mean, these guys seem pretty strong skill-wise. Speed, they're in the 80s. They're all in the 80s, 70s, 60s. The line is definitely stronger as far as the speed. I'm in the default roster, they're like 30s, 40s, maybe 50s, maybe a 60 here and there. So the line is definitely bumped up on both sides. But on the secondary and the linebackers, they're in the 80s, nothing crazy. It's more the line play, I think. You could just see it's a lot faster. Which I'm not sure if I love it, but I can tell you the running game is definitely much improved with that. And I know with Gundar's roster, his stats that he just put out, I know his stats are beefed up too, so. Yeah, they definitely come at the offense really fast. Your quarterback is under pressure quick. It'd be cool to have like a Legend Bowl game, Pro Bowl, things like that at some point. That'd be kind of cool. Grab the best players and throw them on the field. Maybe for Legend Bolt 2. There's so many things like that. Like an all legend team. Put that on our list. All legend team. And then maybe like obviously a Pro Bowl team. That'd be cool. Or we just call it all legend team. And when you're in a franchise, all legend team is that year's Pro Bowl. And then when you're out of the franchise, all legend team is just the best of your roster. The only problem with that is if I'm doing it dynamically, or I'm grabbing all of the players and I'm sorting them out from top to bottom, that team will change every time, right? So like if you have 3 top quarterbacks and let's say there are 99, 98, 98, 90, let's say you have more 98s in there, which top 3 are going to make the cut? So every time you run the game, maybe it would be different. So it may need to be a different file altogether, but I don't know. Thinking way, way, way far ahead now, and that's not happening now, so. Oh, I wanted him to do a touchback there. I can tell you the running game is better, guys. Like that I can tell. And I know speed. I know speed's a big thing, and I feel like these running backs might be fast. Yeah, 96 speed, 86 speed. So speed's a big thing, especially when you're running those outside runs, those stretch runs like that. But also the blocking. Look at the blocking. The blocking is a big difference. So I don't know. I mean, I know personally, I like the way this is playing. I want to see more runs. I want to see better runs. I want to see aggressive defense and aggressive offense. But I don't know, it's hard to say whether or not this is something that, needs to go in the game. And I'm not saying this exact roster. It could be a mixture. It could be what Gundar has with his roster. I don't know. But I'm telling you, the little bit I've seen so far, I like the way the game just feels like it's moving. Like the game just feels more energetic. There's a lot more going on. It's not as slow and it's not like there's more going on here. And in the other roster, it seems like, yeah, you get nice plays, and yes, it's not a bad roster by any means. I just feel like maybe it's a little bit less, less, what am I trying to say? There are just less bigger plays, I guess, or they're not doing as much. But at the same time, this is the new update that we're working on, so that may also be enhancing this. Yeah, I'm wondering if we just take Gundars. I just want, what I really want is for the console players to get like the best experience they can get with this game out of the box. They can't mod like we can mod on PC. They're going to be stuck with having to do all the work manually, which people will do, but the majority won't. And having the best roster out of the box is a really good option. Now, keep in mind, I don't have all of the NFL colors in here and everything. I can't use any of that. Plus, I don't have the files anyways, but that's why you're seeing all the Legend Bowl stuff everywhere. But you guys know that. Gunnards has a lot of maximums set at 99, which I personally think is too high. Yeah, I don't want 99s to be all over the place. Yeah, because the more, yeah, you're right. I kind of like the way it shows the play on the bottom left. That'd be cool for practice. Well, now that we have the draft, see, the only thing is if you shuffle the roster or if you rebuild the roster, that option we have in the game, that code is using hard-coded stuff. It's not using the mins and maxes. I can add that in if you guys think we want to. So whatever roster you're using, when you rebuild, I guess it's reshuffle. I don't know which one it is. There are those two options where you can reshuffle. This guy's going for a deep kick. He's out of his mind. No good. Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that. That's too far. Right, that would be cool for practice, right? I gotta add that in. So if we're doing practice mode, we should put that. But if I do add it in the game, I might need to just clean it up a little bit because it is a little bit. It stretches out. Sometimes the text stretches out. I might need to just do a little calculation there to make it as long as the text. But even like the runs, like a lot of the runs gain at least 1 or 2 yards. I'm seeing that as well. It's a tight little game though, 6-0. No, the one that just shuffles players is not the one I'm talking about. It's the one that rebuilds the entire roster. That's the one that, do we want to take this same logic where we get the min and max, or do we just use what I have in there already? And think about console players too. I mean, yeah, console player. I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's actually PC that matters more with the new change where the players get built based off of the dynamic max and mins. You mean the footprints? People always complain about the footprints. I like them. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it as is because the other thing is, I'm not taking, I don't want to take the 10% off, right? On those. Those would be the real thing. The only problem is if we do tweak the roster, the default roster, we may want to mess with those. Right, but the only reason why it does matter is we do want to make it, we do want to tie it to the default roster. So I don't know. I may need to look at that. But I really, as part of this update, guys, I really want to get this question answered. Like, do we want a better roster? And I'm talking just the ratings, like this test we're doing here. Do we want something better for the default? Because I'm going to add that in now. And the one thing I'm seeing, I don't know why he was stiff arming 20 times in a row, but the one thing I'm seeing here is there's a lot more happening behind the line of scrimmage, like that play there where the QB had to scramble. And you don't see a lot of that with the default rosters because they're not under pressure like that. I'm still waiting to see if the there's still only 2 touchbacks and 0 touchbacks, so I need to keep an eye on that. I don't think I'm trying to solve any problems, but like, look at that run there. I just want to see better running. I want this game to play phenomenally, right? So if the game is going to get improved by a roster, that's great. Like this right here. Like, I like to see running. There's not enough run. There's never been enough running in this game. I don't mind getting a little bit more sacks because that just brings more defense into the mix. I don't mind the players being a little faster but they don't look too fast. They're not really that fast, to be honest. I checked the rosters. They're not really that fast. So really, yes, I heard what you were saying before about fixing a problem can be done different ways. And you really want to understand the root issue. And that's a programming, that's a developer's mindset, right? You don't just want to put a Band-Aid on it. You want to get to the root issue and fix it the right way, right? Wow, that was crazy. Two tips, and then he got his helmet knocked off after catching it. That was pretty cool. So you want to attack the problem, right? No Band-Aids, right? You want to attack the problem with the right solution, right? And speed is one way to do it, but it's not always the best way. A lot of football games always put speed because speed is a huge factor, right? Like, speed is like this blanket way of fixing problems. It's not always the best way. The problem with the running, but here's the thing. I'm also not opposed to looking at easy, low-hanging fruit ways to fix it that don't really break the game otherwise, right? Because to get running to be perfect, you really have to have perfect blocking, perfect route running, perfect like hole finding. You know, there's a lot that goes into running, and a lot of that comes from the blocking. Blocking is the most difficult thing to work on in this game. It is by far the hardest thing. Look at this lineup. They came out in a 46, but they're all lined up straight up at the top. Yeah, the line of scrimmage is delicate. But look at this. See, I like seeing a guy take off like that. Now, that's Phil Simms, I guess. But let's see. He's only, what, 76 speed. So, I mean, but I like seeing that. I think I'm going to do it, guys. I just think we need Gunder to get on this. Unless I take this roster the way it is and basically take the ratings out of here. But I want to see him. And mainly the main reason why I want to see an update to the default roster is the Buffalo Steel are crap. And I wouldn't mind getting a nice update. Shuffle the teams around, you know? Plus, obviously fix the gameplay. Not fix it, but improve it. This patch is about improving the gameplay, right? And fixing some bugs. But obviously, I just started testing this, and what I don't want are Hall of Fame rosters, right? So Gundar, give me your. I don't know if you're here, but so I'm asking to see if we can get, because I think what's going to happen is we're going to take a roster from Gundar, and we're going to probably update the default. I think it's time for a change. I think it's going to be nice. Now let me ask you guys, do you want that play calling notification to be a setting that we turn on or off that you can just add on to the game at any moment? Or do you want that where it shows the play calling to just be for training camp? When is it coming to PS4, PS5? Oh man, I can't wait for it to get out. We're working on it. I hope it comes out soon. And I'm talking like a month or two, couple months maybe. That'd be nice. But we don't have any official news yet. Funny, we're all talking on the Discord. We're talking in here. We're just a bunch of football nerds. But what do you guys think? Let's look at the stats real quick to see what we're looking at here. So if we look at team stats, oh, that's what I have to fix. I have to move this thing up. Somebody remind me. Let me take a screenshot so I don't forget. I got to move this screen up. All right. So let's see. What do we got? We got... Look at the rushing yards. I mean, those rushing yards are sick. Like, that's sick. I'm sorry to say, but that's sick. I like seeing that. Now, the passing, it's suspect. But the rushing is nice. Let's look at the sacks. Got 2 sacks. No sacks. 1 interception. Let me just look at the punts again. No. 2 touchbacks. Yeah, we're trying to do it on Discord for sure. All right, we got 51 seconds left. See how this game turns out. Yeah, waiting on football season is where I get depressed. I go through like depression when I'm waiting for the football season. When I'm in between, I have nothing to do. Like basketball can only give me so much. Golf can give me so much. I don't watch hockey. I don't really watch baseball. So what's left? Football's all I got. Let me see if there's a touchback here. Hopefully there will be, because they're going to have to punt it. Yeah, Buffalo's running back is good in the game, but let's see. Give me a touchback. Ah, shank. Nah, that's not going to work. All right, let's take a look at the stats, and then I think I'm going to shut it down, but after this right now, but I do want to take a look at the stats real quick, and then whenever I do some streams, some game testing, I'll probably do a quick stream. So it's not too far from what we just saw. Looks pretty solid. Player of the game, halfback, 100 yards rushing. I like seeing the century mark. I like seeing that, right? This guy's name's Walter Payton. That's very familiar. I never even knew where that came from, but that's a very familiar name. Let's see, player stats. Same thing as before, practically. 100 yards rushing, 34 yards rushing. The percentages of the passing aren't the best. The drops, 0 drops, 1 drop. I changed the code to not include drops for deflected passes and if the pass was already dropped. So maybe that's what we're seeing here. I'll let you guys do some testing on that when I can push a build out. All right, that's it, guys. I'm gonna end this, so that'll be it. I'll do it soon. Thanks for coming around. I know I'm just jumping out of nowhere, so I know I'm kind of doing these randomly, but I'll jump on when I can, and then keep you guys going, and we'll keep talking. We'll bring this discussion back to the Discord with the beta team, and we'll keep grinding on this stuff to make it better. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you guys. Peace.